Hey, it's James Potenza, your Houston new home realtor. We're back out at Meridiana, Manville, Texas, and we're going to be looking at a Chesmar home in the framing stage. They got a lot of the mechanical in, the rough out pretty much, which is the plumbing, the electrical, and things like that. But I wanted to show you some really good things I've already walked through here, and I am impressed. Chesmar Homes. But yeah, if you're looking to buy a new construction home anywhere in the Houston area, no matter what phase it's in, whether you're going to build from the ground up, or if you want to buy an inventory home, you're going to have to contact me. I get you the best deal and help ensure the home is built right. And I'm anywhere around the Houston area. So look me up and I'll help you out. All right, let's take a look at this Chesmar home in the framing stage. All right, Chesmar Homes in the framing stage, Meridiana. Gotta love this place. Yeah, if you're looking to get a place in this area, Meridiana is the place to go to. And of course, you're going to want to call me. So as you guys know, I like to start off in the garage. Right? So what I'm looking for is some extra beams that are supporting, because we don't have any columns. So we're going to have some sort of a major structure to hold up basically the ceiling and the roof of the house. So what I see here is a lot of these, and I forget what they call them, but they do that because there's an upstairs where you actually walk. So that's the flooring of the upstairs. So they put those in, and they are supporting. But look how many they got here. And those aren't the typical ones. They're a little bit more beefier, it looks like. And it goes all the way across here, straight down there, and it drops the load. So you're going to have at least that width. I mean, you call it 3, but they actually have 4 dropping down. And it transfers the load all the way down to the slab. And it does the same thing on the other side. Let's see if they have any more. Looks like the only one in here. But because it's an upstairs up there, like if it was just an attic, then you would have more supporting members of the roof. Let's see, I'll show you. Yeah, so it's an upstairs. So up in the attic, you'll have a lot more of those supporting beams supporting the roof. So a little bit different than you might think, but that's because it has an upstairs directly above the garage. So I like that. Massive. Look at all the bolts in here. And those aren't nails, those are bolts. And a major, major, major bolt right there. One right there too. And they got these flip overs, tie downs, tie down, tie down, tie down, bolt. And of course, this is an interior wall. They'll have insulation there. And that's going to be a shear wall. Even though it's in the garage, might need to tighten that up a little bit. But it looks like they cut an access for something. They'll tighten it up. So nail schedule, to make these shear walls work, they have to have so many nails. Make that work. Yeah, they need to work on that. I think they're doing something. They haven't gone through any inspections yet. They're still moving some things around in here. They do got, looks like all the plumbing, all the electrical. It's going to be your tankless water heater. That's probably your main drain right there. And of course, big nail guard there. Don't want sheetrock nails going into that. And nail guard. And I'm going to start a quiz for you guys that watch my videos. How many times does he say nail guard? Give me a thumbs up if you think that's funny. Anyway, we have fun out here. So exterior, clipped every single one. That's good. Here's your house ground. That's your ground wire that they're going to clamp onto that. The rebar they stick way in the ground. And that gives you access to it to check that connection. Because once they have sheetrock, of course, your gas line, they'll ground that. Looks like they already did. And nail guard. Are you guys counting how many times I do nail guard? Okay, so walking in your house from the garage, you got a little bit of storage there. They'll sheetrock all that up. So they got the electrical in. Here's a water line that's going to your ice maker for your refrigerator. And guys, leave in the comments. I'm going to start doing this. You guys need to be more interactive when I do this for you guys. Leave in the comments if you know any other realtor that does this. I would like to know. I know of a couple in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but not in the Houston area. Yeah, I do this for you guys, educate you guys. Plumbing, nail guard, nail guard, nail guard. Oh, and on the back side of that shear wall, and we can also count how many times does James say shear wall? More anchors, anchor there, and I like these because they're bolted in instead of nailed. And we'll continue over here. This is a bedroom, another shear wall. And also to make these work, they have to go all the way up to the roof line. And this is interior of the house. And I guarantee you they're going to have an anchor on both sides on the other side. Guarantee you. And so far, the house is wrapped in OSB. But it's a different kind of OSB, and I'll show you what I mean by that. That's the back side of your kitchen. Yeah, let's do that. Let's show you what they got wrapped around here. It's kind of like that. So you probably saw it from the outside, but it's a zip system. I don't know why they give you a 30-year warranty, but basically it's coated. It's OSB, as you saw on the inside. It's oriented strand board. Same thing as other builders put on, but they have this coating on it. It's a moisture barrier. So they don't have to have that plastic before they put the brick or siding or whatever. And I like that they do that. But not only do they just do that, see if I can explain it better. Not only do they do that in strategic areas, but they wrap the entire house in the zip system. Sorry guys, it might be windy out here. It should be up there. They've already put the siding up against it. They'll put brick here. But you can just be driving through and see which home is a Chesmar. Sorry guys, I know it's windy. Yeah, while we're here, these are brick ties, or brick or stone or whatever they're going to put. So I'm not seeing a brick ledge. They might be putting stone all the way to the floor. Anyway, these are brick ties. They'll bring it up, tie it on, and if the builder doesn't have those, you better run because the brick will just fall right off. Yep. All right. So now we're walking through the front. And this guys, this home is for sale. Chesmar Homes, Indiana. If you like the floor plan, send me a note. I'll give you the price because they are fluctuating on prices. Somebody got happy. But anyway, that's another shear wall. Let's look on the other side. I'll show you the anchors. Yeah, so they got a massive anchor there. And another one right there. Nice. I'm liking Chesmar. It's like I said, it's been a while since I've been in one in this stage. But I do this for you guys and myself. I learn what these builders do, how good they are, or how not so good they might be. All these, just a place to hang your cabinets. They don't have to be perfect. They're not even structural. You get cabinets up there, all the way down to there. That's your gas line. They'll pressurize that. Yeah, get it pressurized, and they'll monitor that pressure. And if it goes down, then that knows that they have a gas leak somewhere, and you don't want that. That's just a technique to use. Island kitchen. You got electrical plumbing ran through the concrete. Looks good. There'll be a nice countertop right here. This is a really nice, pretty good sized floor plan. So looking up a little bit, I'm seeing a lot of, I see one Versalam right there. So remember, if you don't have columns, you got to have some major supporting beams, because you can see there's some structural members that are sitting on that that's holding the roof up. And if you didn't have that, your roof would cave in. That would be bad. And lots of nail guards on that. They're doubling up, tripling up on all the way across here. Yeah, I'm liking it. Looks really good. Oh yeah, since we're here, last time I was walking through a house, I learned something. This is Romex electrical cable. The blue is double wired, so they got 2 hots, 2 neutrals, and 2 grounds stuffed in there. Yeah. So, and then you have the white, and sometimes yellow. They'll just have one of each. So there's basically 3 wires in there. So there's 6 wires in here. That's what the blue is. Something to learn. Anytime you see the little brown wires sticking on a wall, that's where your thermostat's going to go. Right there. It goes up to the HVAC. Ooh, yeah, I can see a huge closet right there. So this is your primary. Exterior, everyone is clipped. I don't know why they don't do it around the window. I guess they don't have to, because it doesn't go up to the top. But everyone that does, clip, that's why, because it's clipped up there. And man, I'm seeing a lot of these anchors. I can't tell you how excited I am about these. Oh, just show you real close. So they're bolted in there, and they're bolted to the slab. Super strong. Ooh, look at that covered patio. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this Chesmar home so far. So far, I am liking it, and I want to see if you guys are counting down to how many times I say shear wall or nail guard. So it's kind of a funny thing we can play around with. Anyway, let me spin you back around. Oops, forgot this. So here's the master bath. Kind of stand up and drop in. And everybody say it with me. Nail guard, nail guard, nail guard. So double sinks. Sink 1, sink 2. Ooh, got a window in between those. Nice. Here's that big closet I was telling you about. And again, all the way around the entire house. Yeah, they'll miss a couple of them. I don't know if the construction manager said, hey, come put a couple nails in there. Nice. There's your plumbing up there. And you can tell, or you can see, that obviously they're red and blue. I don't know why they connect the blue up to a red. That's weird. Huh. I don't know. I guess as long as they know where it's going, that's all that matters. Anyway, so they don't wrap these because they're insulated within the attic. And then, but the exterior ones, they do have to wrap because it's sitting up against the exterior. Even though you're going to have a little bit of insulation here, or they'll stuff it in it. They'll stuff insulation in there. And of course, the sheetrock. But anything exterior plumbing wise has to be wrapped. And of course, you get the PEX plumbing. That's really good stuff. All builders should be using that by now. It's impervious to freezing. It flexes just a little bit, and it's a lot cheaper than copper. Good stuff. Yeah. Let's take it upstairs. Yeah, there was one other thing that I was going to tell you or ask you. Put in the comments if you know any other realtors that do this for you guys. Walking through the frame inspections and walking through the framing stages, just to check out these homes and just to see if they're if the builders are any good. All right, put that in the comments. All right, let's turn you back around. All right. Upstairs. So they give you an attic access, and they're required to. Oh, nice, a walk-in attic. So you don't have a pull down. They do have to give you these for access to the HVAC equipment. And I'm not going to walk over there yet, but maybe we can find out what kind of system that is. I forget what Chesmar makes or puts in their system. Good. Tech shield, heat radiant barrier. That's always good. And let's see how they construct the upstairs walls. So they strap it, they flip it, strap it, strap it, strap it. Every single one looks good. Back to the interior, exterior window, they don't strap it, but they nail it. Strap there, good. And gives if I see something that needs to be addressed, that's because it has not been addressed yet. They go through different phase inspections. The construction manager, he comes in here, obviously. The city, they come in here, they look at everything, and then of course your third-party inspector will come in here. So, and then of course I'll be in here watching your home being built. If I see something I don't like, I'll point it out. So I'm representing your best interest. All right, I think we're just about done. There's not a whole lot of upstairs. Of course, the shared bathroom has got the double sinks, tub. So really, the upstairs has a game room. So you come up the stairs here, you got this huge area for a game room and 2 bedrooms right there that share that bathroom. Okay, let's take you back downstairs. All right, I wanted to show you the patio and that view. This home might be sold because I don't think they would put this inventory on a lake lot. But I can find one just like this. Nice. How about this view? How about this covered patio? And you see the zip all the way around, the zip systems. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you guys are looking to buy a new construction home, you're going to need somebody representing your best interest anywhere in the Houston area, get you the best price on a well-built home. And keep watching the videos. And I want you guys to comment on a couple of things. We like to play a couple of games on here sometimes. How many shear walls and how many times did they say the nail guard? All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.